Good evening, everyone. This is Andrea again, and I am here to give you some hidden messages. Yay! Don't you just love them? Okay, so back to sex. That is what we're here to talk about. The fact that when two souls collide and they come together, um, for sex, there is that is called alchemy. It's sexual alchemy, and you are creating by default if you are not willing and directing intentional energy and thrust and voice activation and all of that good stuff. If you're not being intentional with good intention, you're creating a dark entity. So that is another one of the variables that we have going on, where there's so many dark spirits looming over us right now, and that we had a hand in making with our sexual activity, which is sacred, supposed to be sacred, and it is how we create everything, whether you know it or not. Um, we're using it wrong. So yeah. Um, mm. So question, family, who taught you about sex? Hmm. I'll wait. And them, I'm not talking about them little sex ed class they gave us in school. They don't even get them out no more. But they did tell us about periods and things like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what you do when you do what you do. You know what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody taught you that. Mm-mm. You was inducted. You was inducted by the dark side. Probably porn, which most of us on the planet. Yeah, because that's what's been looming the planet is the darkness. And it was planetary alignment that way for a reason though. And nothing new under the sun. This stuff keeps recycling, keeps happening. We have a chance to turn it around, but you're going to have to learn some new things. Because the stuff we've been learning ain't the truth. So another way we create dark entities with the sex, instead of having divine love type of sex where it's sacred and we're not doing it with everybody and just doing anything. um Once we was inducted in the porn and we started mimicking, because we were programmed to mimic what we saw, we went to the beast side. We went to the dark side. That is bestiality. That's not what you want to call it. And I know that's like shock. Yeah, but that's what it is. If you mimicking If you jackrabbiting and jackhammering, that's bestiality. Divine love is where you look each other. You make time to look each other in the eyes when you making love, when you having sex. You take time to connect your forehead so your third eyes will touch. You take time to direct your energy towards something that you're trying to manifest. You take time to learn how to use your energy properly so you won't be ejaculating, so you will be using your energy most of the time toward you, men. And when you're ready to give it over to your woman, explode. But just remember, every explosion take you closer and closer to death. Now that's and every time you redirect it and you recycle it and you send it up to the boop, pop your head off type of feeling. Cause yeah, I practice what I preach. I do the woman part. I don't. Yeah. That's how I know. And it's turning it on back. I look different now than I did before I started doing it. Oh yeah. But anyway, yeah, that bestiality is you probably just hitting it from the back all the time. You're not looking out of eye none of the time. You hardly ever do it missionary. Missionary is where you're saving souls. You're looking at each other in the eye and you connecting. You connecting that way. Ooh, that's soul saving work right there. You hear me? That eye to eye type of shit. Yeah, excuse me. I didn't curse. But yeah. Um, Men, you're supposed to be, I don't want to say commandments, direction. Um, you supposed to be like laying a law down, like giving direction. You programming the woman. That's what you're doing. You programming the woman. Y'all programming each other. So, um, if you want a steak every Tuesday or something like that, you talk that shit out. You speak it into will, into existence, and she gonna listen because her body gonna and her codes gonna be cold and listening, and you gonna think in the heat of the moment that she not gonna remember that, but yes she will, because that's what you doing. That's what you doing. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all not directing. Those are directives. You're not giving directives. You're kind of just solely focused on what you're doing, and you're doing it too fast. You slow it down. Give directives. Be precise. Talk about what you want to manifest together. Do slower, deeper thrust. Stop. That's not how you use it. And definitely not looking each other eye to eye. Like the majority of the time when you doing it, you post, yes, that's how you reach the soul of your partner. Yeah, that's how you go there. That's how you go there. Because just think about it. Spirit told me to tell y'all to use this analysis. You can be best friends with somebody 30, 40 years, and in that time frame, you be done changed 4, 5 different girlfriends. That's why. See, because when you with Your best friend that you've been friends with for 40 years, when y'all connect, even if y'all just come together an hour or so every now and then to watch a game or something together, y'all gonna be staring at the TV, but true enough, when y'all talking to each other, y'all gonna communicate, look each other eye to eye at some point. So y'all connect on a cellular level. And that's the same way it's supposed to be with your woman or your mate. You're going to connect on a cellular and a spiritual level, because it's going to deepen when you program each other. You speak things into existence and you don't finish on one another. You keep the hunger and the wanting there. So you can fool around like that every day without depleting your soul, depleting your energy, depleting your lifespan. And you can build it up to where you feel better. Your limbs feel lighter. You're not tired afterwards. You actually got some energy. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, but there's a practice that you have to learn and you have to do. You can't just be willy-nilly in with this. So, yeah, but that's something for couples to do together, is be intimate and not beastly. Jackrabbits and all animals do it, and they can't look each other eye in the eye though. Spirit has placed that upon us so we can reach each other's souls. We gonna look at each other eye to eye. That's part of what's missing in today's relationships. Ain't nobody never told you you're supposed to do that, and not enough people know how to do it naturally to get it done right. To connect like that on a cellular, soul, spiritual level. And people are not taking sex as sacred. You're using it as transactions instead of intentions. So, yeah. We got a lot of demons roaming the earth. We setting them out there. And by vibrating at low frequencies, that's who they gonna jump into. Any vessel that's ready to hold them and carry out what the darkness is trying to carry out. This shit we in is deep, y'all. You have to learn sex in a different way, to use it, your energy different, to create different scenarios. Transactional sex is not supposed to be as rampant as it is. It's not supposed to be the majority. That's where we have went wrong. Yeah, I'm itching. Ooh, y'all, this itching up here. Ooh wee. Come on now. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, fam. We got a lot of work to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this video because I'm feeling some type of way. But I hope I explained it a little bit more. But yeah, bestiality is not using all of the tools in the toolbox for sex. We just getting in there humping real fast, and no, we're not looking each other eye to eye. We're not connecting our souls together. We just doing something. We creating entities and demons and darkness and madness. We learned off of porn. Porn is not divine sex. Porn is not divine love. It's just sex. We not doing sacred love and sacred sex like we supposed to, y'all. Yeah. We got a lot to learn. We could do it together. I can teach you what I know, and you can teach me what you know. Yeah. All right now. Peace and love. Till later.